Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Automation Hub Sathak, and in today's video we'll learn about an IDE which is known as IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, so you just have to go to Google and type download IntelliJ IDEA. It will redirect you to JetBrains website. Okay, and then you'll be redirected here. Similar to Eclipse, this is an IDE which is a little bit better than IDE with Eclipse IDE, IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, and there are two versions of it in the market. One is the community version, which is an open source, which is free, and the other one is an ultimate edition, and it is for a period of 30 days, after which you have to anyways procure it, or else you'll have to switch to community edition. So we'll understand what all things we are missing if you are downloading community edition and not ultimate. See, the thing which will start missing is the profiling tools and the Spring, and only thing which as an automation tester you will miss is probably JavaScript when you upgrade yourself to that level. Okay, and you cannot probably use SQL here, so probably you cannot automate anything using database connection. Those are the only two misses which you'll have. But then Eclipse gives you a complete freedom for all those things. It doesn't have any sort of 30-day period and then go for a ultimate version, something like that. But IntelliJ does have this. So now the next thing is you have to download it. It is a 450 or 500 MB file. I'm not exactly sure. So what I did was I already downloaded it in my software zip files. I have kept IntelliJ IDEA. I have downloaded both the community edition as well as the ultimate edition. So this video is mostly related to installing IntelliJ in your system. So I'll just click on this executable file and it will load. It again depends on how much your operating system is behaving with respect to the RAM and everything, and have little bit patience with IntelliJ. This takes up more of your random access memory, that it takes up more of your RAM. See, and sometimes the next button doesn't immediately acknowledge your click, and here when you have to check your operating bit system, the processor bit, whether it's a 32-bit or 64-bit. Mine is 64-bit. I'll just click on update context menu. I'll not create any sort of associates as of now, and I'll just click this checkbox of the update path variable, and restart will be required, but we will do it. And then click on next and install, and give it some time. It will take some time. In the meanwhile, let me pause the video. So finally it got installed, and it will ask you for this thing, reboot now. I want to reboot, manually reboot later. You can click on reboot now and it will finish it, then it will restart your system and all. I'll do it later. Okay, so I'll finish it here. I'll just finish the video and then I'll go ahead and reboot it. So the thing is, you'll have to open this particular icon here, double click on it, just wait for some time. This also requires a little bit of patience because we thought Eclipse was slow. This is even slower, and when you start using Eclipse, I see my Eclipse is already open. So what I'll do is I'll open IntelliJ IDEA as well. I've already opened it. See, nothing is happening in the background, but it is already in an open state. Something is happening there in the background. So once it opens up, I will, okay, finally it did open. See, I do not need to import any settings. So by default, I'll click here. I'll click on OK and give it some time to open. See, IntelliJ IDEA will take some time to open. See, this is the Darkula UI theme, which is the darker version. I prefer not to. It puts a lot of pressure on your eyes. I prefer the lighter model. So you select this and then go to default. Just click on next, the default plugins. Click here. No need to select anything here. So if you are a test engineer, you can tend to see, I have IntelliJ has a lot of tools enabled by default. You can set only ones you need or leave them all. So see, I tend to use Maven tools. I tend to use GitHub and all, and so let me select something. or I'll just click on test tools. Let's say JUnit test engine coverage. I'll click on customize. Okay, enable all. Everything is enabled. So everything is in an enabled state right now. So sometimes what people do is they get worried whether what will happen. See, if you click on customize here, everything is enabled already. Either you check and uncheck it, or else you leave them also. All these things are by default enabled here. Okay, so just click on next. Do not do anything. See, if you're working on APM or any sort of mobile application testing tools, and you just go and click here, it is already in default state selected. Okay, so just click on next featured plugins. Similarly, these are the other things which it will ask in case you want to install, like Scala, AWS Toolkit, and all those things. As of now, no, we don't want them. I'll start using IntelliJ ID. Just click on this button. Give it some time. Give it some time. Okay, it is taking quite a lot of time. It's time for me, I guess, to upgrade my system because I don't have a much faster laptop. Anyways, I'm not pausing the video because it should open any moment right now. In this particular video, I'll not create any sort of a Java program to show you guys how it works here. This is just for the installation bit, and we'll do a little bit of comparo. Okay, this is your IntelliJ idea. You can go to settings and configure here a lot of things. You can once again see you need to be patient with IntelliJ idea, otherwise clicking multiple times, see it opened twice, right? So there are a lot of things which you can do here. You can configure a lot of things. I'll tell you in separate videos. And if you want to create a new project, you can go here and create a new project. I don't want to do this because in the next video I'll show you. And right now, if I open this, I think still it is in an open state, and Eclipse is also open. So let's go ahead. Okay, let me create a new project. Let us open this, and then I'll do the comparo. Somehow it is okay. Finally it opened. Okay, see, this thing will not show up if your environment variables are not configured. Can you see project SDK? Okay, this thing will not show up unless you have this have Java configured in your system. So better you open a command prompt and see Java hyphen version. So if you see the Java hyphen version in my system, it is already having 1.8.0. See exactly, can you see exactly it is replicating because I already have this. Okay, I have also configured Java. So one second guys. Okay, so my Java is properly downloaded, installed and configured. That is why I am receiving this here. If else it will ask you to add and download JDK and all that stuff, then you'll have to go to the Oracle website and download and everything and give the path and do the environment variables configuration for all those things. I think I have told everything in my previous videos. You can go and check all those in Java videos and Selenium videos. Okay, so I'll just create a next. I'll just click on next. Okay, I've selected Java here. I'll just click on next. See, I'm just clicking on this checkbox. Okay, by default I'm going via command line app, create a project from template, and I'm clicking on next. Okay, project name, I'll let's say first underscore Java underscore project in IntelliJ ID. Okay, and see, base package is com.company. It's like automation hub sarthak dot java, something like that, and I'll finish it. Okay, it's too big for this one. Okay, I gave 2 dots. Now it should work. I can give it some time. It's loading certain components. So this definitely is much slow to boot compared to Eclipse, but then this also works fine. Okay, it'll after some time it'll pop up for tip of the day and all that. It is informative, but most of the people just close it the moment it opens. I'll do the same. So it'll give the tip of the day. Yes, it does. And it'll give you for single line comments. You can use this. You can next tip. You'll give you all the shortcuts, because all the shortcuts in Eclipse and the shortcuts in IntelliJ IDEA are totally different. So you can go ahead and do this, or you can just close this. And now you will be saying that where is my package explorer? When you had Java here, you wanted all these things here. So what happens to you? Just click on this project. So it takes a little bit of time in getting used to. After all, it's a different IDE, and here external libraries are the Java files which you have. You see, all these are the basic Java files which you have. Now you have your first Java project. By default, you go to the src folder, and it will have the package which I created. And herein there is the main class which is already defined. So I'll just go ahead and write a simple print statement. System dot out dot println, we are learning Java in IntelliJ IDEA. Fine. Okay. So, and how do you run this? You directly click on run here, or you press shift plus F10, or else you go to run and click on run main. So I'll press shift F10. Sometimes it responds, sometimes okay, it is building something here. It is building, so it has accepted shift F10. If it has not, okay, it has. See, this thing is slow, or probably it is behaving slow. See, the output came up absolutely fine. Our program runs fine. Java is all set up and everything is fine. You can do your Java coding and all that. But I recommend, if you want to use IntelliJ IDEA, you restart your system and then use it. And now the one thing which I wanted to show was okay, I'm closing this command prompt. Right click and open the task manager. See the amount of RAM this thing uses. Even though I'm not writing much, see, it uses 870 MB of RAM. Imagine if it'll take somewhere between 870 to 900 MB of RAM space for you, and Eclipse hardly takes 261 MB. So this is almost four times, not four times, like almost three times more consumption of memory this IntelliJ IDEA it takes. So yes, if your system is not a powerful one, you will struggle, like I am, because my system is bare minimum 5 GB or 6 GB of RAM. So I'll show you my system configuration. It is not that great. Okay, see, everything has slowed down, so I need to restart my system as well. See, even though I have 8 GB of RAM, but only 7 GB is usable. So, and I have a lot of other softwares installed, so it is still recommended to have a better setup, because it takes up so much of RAM. I've already shown you. See, Eclipse is only taking 261 MB, whereas this fellow is close to 870 MB, which will go even to 900 MB when you start working on high profile programming and stuff. So yeah, this is a small video about IntelliJ IDEA. How do you install IntelliJ IDEA? How do you go about the installation process, and not worry about things, how do I do it and all. I think this video suffices, and this video shows why I see, given an opportunity, I will still go with eclipse.exe, because I have been working on Eclipse for more than a decade now, and I'm very comfortable with that. But then the market is changing. You cannot stay behind only with this. Probably you'll have to have an idea of this as well. So in case in future you'll land up at a place wherein they work only on IntelliJ IDEA. Like there are certain companies which only work on IntelliJ IDEA. They don't use Eclipse at all because this is client recommended, and they are procuring the ultimate edition and they're giving it to you. So they don't care. They just like this particular IDE and they work with this. So I hope this session was useful. You can try this out. And see, I already have the community edition and the ultimate edition. I did not download the ultimate edition because it will only give me a 30-day period and then it will expire. And then with the same IPS, I don't think it will allow you to download again. You cannot be smart like that. You cannot read out your IP and all that stuff. You cannot do to download this. So yeah, that's mostly it. And I hope you liked this session. And if you did, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel Automation Hub Sarthak, and we will continue with this series of Java and Selenium automation using Selenium in IDE, which is IntelliJ. So hopefully you like this, and please subscribe to my channel Automation Hub Sarthak. Thank you so much. Sarthak here, signing off.